I am Soni Sharma, Faculty Commerce at the Venkateshwara School, Gurgaon. Today I am here to explain you about factors affecting demand. Very first factor that affect our demand is on price of that particular product. There is an inverse relationship between on price of a particular product. If that particular product become costlier at that time, demand for that product will fall. If that product become cheaper, means price falls for that product, then its demand will rise. So there is an inverse relationship. Okay. Second thing here is related goods. Goods could be related in two ways. One could be substitute good, other could be complementary good. Now, very first, let me tell you about substitute good. How does the price of substitute good affect the demand for that particular product X? Okay. Uh, the meaning for substitute good is that the two products are usable at place of each other. Means if one is not available, we can use another one. If one become costly, we can buy another one which is cheapest for us. Okay. Now suppose there are two products X and Y and those are substitute of each other. We can replace these products at place of each other and the price for both the product is 10 rupees. Okay. Now suppose if X become costlier, you want to buy X but that X product is costlier now, its price is now 15 but Y is still of rupees 10. Now what would you do? Obviously, because these have same features and this could be replaced, you will buy the one which is available in cheapest price. Okay, so you will be preferring to buy product Y. You can also take example of original products in the market. Suppose you want to buy chocolates and two chocolates 5-star and bar 1 are available to you in rupees 10. These are substitute for each other, almost same in taste. Okay, now suppose you want to buy bar 1 and now bar 1's price become rupees 15. So you will not buy bar 1, you will prefer to buy 5-star because that is still of rupees 10 in the market. Hope that is clear to you. Now let me explain you about complementary products. Complementary products are those products which are usable together, means which are incomplete without each other, like your phone and charger. If you have mobile phone and you don't have charger with that, so will you be buying mobile phone without a charger? Because it will not be usable when the battery becomes dead. For charging that again you need a charger. So these are complementary products. Also pen and ink, those are complementary products. Car and petrol, those are complementary products. Bread and butter are complementary product. Milk or bread are complementary product. So these are the things which you can call as complementary. Now what could happen? What would happen there if the price for complementary increase? If the price for complementary product increase, that product will become costlier and you will not be buying that product because it is costlier now. And if you are not buying that particular product, then you will not be buying its complement also, because those two things are related with each other. If the demand for one is falling, then the demand for other will also fall. Okay, hope that is clear to you. Now let me move to the next point. Next point here is related with your income. If your income increase, generally on normal goods, you will increase your demand. Okay, but if your income decrease, then you will decrease your demand. So hence we can say that for normal goods there is positive relationship between income and the demand for product, because if income increase, then demand will also increase. If income fall, then demand will also fall. Now if we talk about abnormal goods, or this could be inferior goods, you can call. If there are inferior goods in the market, then suppose you become rich, your income increase, so will you be buying those inferior goods? No, obviously no. The answer is no here. So you will not be buying that. So the demand for inferior good will have inverse effect, will have negative effect if your income will increase. So with increase in income, you will be buying less of inferior goods, and if with decrease in income, you will be buying more of inferior goods. Hope this thing is clear. Next we have taste and preferences. You all know that taste and preferences of people change with passage of time. Now suppose earlier you like that Suppose your taste was to have pizzas when you go for outing with your friends, but now you got bored of having pizzas in the market, and you have shifted to South Indian food. So when you go outside with your friends, now no longer you will be preferring to have pizzas. You will be buying some South Indian food. It could be dosas, it could be idli sambar, it could be vadas, it could be anything that is in South Indian category. Okay, so that is your taste and preference. So if there is favorable change in taste and preferences for a particular product, then the demand will increase. And if there is unfavorable change in the customer's demand and preference and taste, then there will be inverse effect. And the next factor here is weather condition. Now suppose there is winter season, so you will be demanding more for woolen clothes, more for heaters and geysers. But if there is summer season, then you will be demanding for cotton clothes, and you will be demanding for ACs, coolers, etc. And the last here is about population. If in a country population increases, then the market demand for all the products will increase. And if there is less population in the country, then there will be less demand for the products in the country. So that's it from my side about factors affecting demand. You can also add more factors if some strike in your mind. Elaborate your thinking, find out new factors, just do some Google searches and get more knowledge about that. Thank you. Have a nice day, students.